was a candy,
Suck
like a
on it.
wax candy.
That's
yeah, with
it.
like, yeah, with the
That's
with that.
it.
Yeah, I would suck on that.
Does
this come out? Yeah, I would suck on that.
Yeah, I would move forward sucking on that. All right.
Welcome to Millennial Made. My name is Rod, and I'm here with Tristan and Patricia.
Hello.
New podcast, Grits to Glam, which I understand the meaning of the name, but where did the name come from, Grits to Glam?
Well, hey guys.
Oh yeah, hey, how's it going?
It's good. I mean, it's going fantastic.
Yeah.
So it literally, like, we were going back and forth for like so long. We've had Patricia, your original idea, share that one.
What was it? Everyone and their mother. And then it
okay.
turns out, there was an actual mother podcast.
Oh yeah.
That like became a podcast like 2 months ago.
Right.
Because I was like, well, everyone and their mother has a podcast and everyone and their mother can listen to our podcast.
Yes.
And we're not in the mother demographic at this time. Like, Patricia maybe like eventually, but
no, not right now.
Not right now, but like in the future. So I was literally falling asleep, like about to take a nap, like my midday nap, which is required by federal law for me to lay down during the middle of the day. So I had to move forward taking a nap, and I was literally falling asleep after we've been talking about it for so long. And then Grits to Glam literally just like popped in my mind, and then I texted her, I think immediately, because I was like, I can't forget this. Like, we need a name because we'd gone through so many. We were
about to like record the next day, and we were like, well, let's just record and see if something comes to us. And you were like,
Yeah,
we need to
I was
have
like,
something.
we have to have like something set in stone. Like, I want to say like, welcome back to something, not just like, like
welcome to my
welcome
channel.
to our podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up?
We've decided to do a podcast at this hour. So yeah.
So you guys are both from the South.
Both from the South,
Grits,
Alabama. So
yeah.
it's the grits to the glam of
Yeah.
LA.
Yeah.
So,
Can I ask you a question? Because I
would
can't
love
believe
you to.
I have not asked this question in real life. Is growing up in Alabama just the only visual I have is Reese Witherspoon's Sweet Home Alabama? Am I seeing an accurate representation of Alabama on that movie?
some parts I would say.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like Montgomery more than Birmingham. I'm from Birmingham.
Okay. Bigger city.
Yes,
Yeah,
but I
okay.
think like
We're
the
the
root of
capital,
it.
so,
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I feel like our grandparents are more like her parents in the
Yep.
show or in the movie.
Sure.
It's definitely grown.
I think
It's definitely like, evolved.
Yeah, I can't.
But, like,
watch
I mean,
that movie It was one of those movies I watched a couple weeks ago, and I watched it and this is not aged
Right.
well.
No.
There's so many things that I think when we were talking about, like, we wanted to highlight the good parts of being from the South, like our experiences, like our family, our college life.
Sure.
We both went to Auburn. So like we wanted to kind of expand on that and like show that there are like good parts about like Alabama as a whole, and like, like the people that come from it. Okay, us, like two of the most gorgeous, stunning models you've ever laid your eyes on. So we decided to we wanted to pay a little homage to our Southern kind of vibes. Rather
Yeah,
than, like,
that's what made us.
yeah, because so
so
many stories of the South are just like absolutely terrifying, and like what you see on the news, I'm like, okay,
I promise you, and we're like going back to Alabama.
because like when people hear we're from Alabama, they like immediately have a reaction, like
They're like, oh, so you don't wear shoes and
right, you ride a horse to like school,
Horse to school.
yeah, exactly.
That's it. That's
It's
it.
my
We
little
don't have
pet pony.
cars.
Yeah.
A pet pony that I broke its back while riding to school.
Speaking of that, do you remember watching movies growing up, and then especially movies that were set here, and they would take place outside, and it was just like they were able to like freely walk around. Like,
It's crazy.
and I remember growing up, my high school was like on lockdown all the time. Like,
Yeah.
you cannot leave this building at all during the
My
day.
high school, we couldn't like leave during lunch, and
No.
some people could go leave during lunch and get
Yeah,
like a
same.
good lunch. And I'm like,
Yeah, it
I
was like
snuck away.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How'd you manage that?
Well, okay, so like I went to a private school in Montgomery, so I had like
Sure.
60 people per grade. And
how'd you sneak away?
yeah, that's even
Like-
I know,
harder.
it was
Yeah.
like, we were so sneaky. You get really good at it.
Yeah.
Sorry, like Montgomery Academy, if you're watching this, love you guys. But yeah, like it was the whole like uniform thing. So like when you snuck away, it was like clearly obvious that like we all have either like red, navy, or white polos or like button downs. So like you're a clear target, like suspect, for, like out and about, and like our like neighborhood, like where all the moms and parents like who gossip they live is right next to our school. So like you're gonna be spotted by someone. So it would like someone would always get caught like in that process. But then senior year, I think, was when we were allowed to actually leave for like, lunch. But some people would sneak away. I would have to sneak away to go get an icy, a Coke icy, and
to take your midday nap.
yeah, of course.
The federal law.
federal law.
Exhausted, like ongoing.
Yeah.
I've been exhausted since 1996. So like, Jesus.
Now is the time in your life to seek wellness, joy, in abundance in all areas, starting with what you eat. So what we put into our bodies does affect us. With Sakara, you get nutrient-dense meals, snacks, and supplements that nourish your body without ever sacrificing taste or quality. Sakara is a wellness company anchored in food as medicine on a mission to nourish your body through the power of plants. It gives you the tools you need to transform your life with their organic, ready-to-eat meal delivery program and functional wellness essentials. Their nutritionally designed, chef-crafted breakfasts, lunches, and dinners, all meals are made with powerful plant-rich ingredients, helping boost your energy, support your digestion, curb your sugar cravings, which is something that I'm having a very difficult time with, and get your skin glowing. Plus, it's all delivered right to your door, ready to eat. Sakara's functional plant-rich wellness essentials help you create a body you love living in. So from their best-selling Metabolism Super Powder to the Foundation, their daily supplement packs, Sakara's products are designed to support your wellness goals anytime, anywhere. So right now, Sakara is offering our listeners of this podcast, Millennial Made, 20% off their first order when they go to sakara.com/rod and enter code ROD at checkout. Again, that's Sakara, SAKARA.com/ROD to get 20% off your first order, and make sure to use ROD at checkout. Sakara.com/rod. Let's get this going.
How has the transition been living in LA? I know that you guys live, I think you guys are so different than like what a lot of people probably see in LA too, because you guys are like career people, right? And you're like, you surround yourself with these like influencers, and like your boyfriend was on Vine, and he's kind of in that circle. But you guys get to go to these events, and then the next day you're like working your corporate job.
Right.
How's that transition, or like what's it like? Just kind of being in a different scope than like the people that you're hanging out with, I guess.
I feel like every day is like really different. Like, I feel like a lot of times we look at each other during these events and we're like, why are we here? But like, we're so honored, and like, we'll make it just a bit to like run around and like pretend like we're supposed to be there. And like, it is crazy. Like I think we both, like, I lived in Atlanta before this. Patricia's been here for like 4 years. So she kind of made it easy for me to jump into a lot of those like situations and events. So
and then going back to the real world the next day, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like, all right, back to it.
I remember when I was like staying with Patricia when I didn't live here, sleeping on a blow up air mattress in our dining room, which I now live there like in an actual bedroom, thankfully.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Literally stay on a blow up mattress, and then we'd get back from going out at like 4 a.m. from like Saddle Ranch. This was in the height of like Saddle Ranch.
Explain Saddle Ranch also.
Okay, well, I used to go all the time because it was like, I saw like Margot Robbie there one time.
What?
And then all of a sudden, Matt's friend group, the Vlog Squad or whatever, they kind of started going.
Okay.
They got like their little plaques there. And then it got to the point where like all their fans noticed that they were always going to this bar called Saddle Ranch, and they could get into this place. It wasn't like an exclusive place. And I think then during like the pandemic, the TikTokers kind of started going, and it just like is completely evolved from just being like a hole in the wall place to
you ride the bull.
Yeah.
It's
not a hole.
Tristan, do you remember you made an Instagram name called Overheard at Saddle Ranch?
No way.
Yeah, but I don't think you've ever.
It's never gone anywhere. But like,
what would you hear it? What would you hear?
The conversations during that time, because that was really the only place you could go like out to dinner. It kind of feel social, but like also safe. Like it was like just where people would go, and just the conversations that you would hear in that intimate setting were like just about who's hooking up with who just threw up in the bathroom, who did other things in the bathroom, like all of these different like conversations happening over and over again. And I'm just like. And so we made an Instagram Overheard at Saddle Ranch, but we never officially launched it. We just secured that
Handle.
Instagram handle.
But if you need it down the line.
Yeah, and in the future, like hopefully
and if somebody wants to buy it,
it's going to be up for sale.
Sure.
500,000 USD.
USD.
Of course.
Yeah, obviously.
Minimum.
You
At the minimum.
can't worry about the currency.
That's like starting bid.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we would go there at literally like, oh my God, my stomach. Sorry for the podcast. But yeah, we would go there like literally, all the time. And then I was still working my Atlanta job. So I was on East Coast hours. So like I would literally get home from a night out at like 3, 4 a.m.
You're so brave.
I know. It's like literally goes without saying, like the bravest person I know. But then we would get home, and then I would have to wake up for like 6 a.m. stand-up meetings like in the corporate world. And that was like a real shock. So like when I was given the opportunity, I loved my last agency job, but like I was given the opportunity to like move remotely and like work from California with that job. But I was like, the thing is, I would have to continue wake up at 6 a.m. And I was like, that will not work at this difficult
At least
hour.
you would be off like at a good hour, but it just
like 3, but then
But
and then you
yeah.
take your nap.
his lunch break is
literally.
at like 9:30 or would be
We'd
9:30.
get at 9:30. Like everyone's going to lunch. Like I'm headed back to sleep. It was a
I
hungover
just
day.
imagine you like eating like barbecue chicken at like 9:30. I don't know why that's what I thought for lunch.
But, like, literally,
like
like, he was
lunch
eating,
food.
like,
I want to see
Yeah.
the visual that's in
Yeah.
Rod's mind of me, like laying on my bed, eyes closed, eating like Chick-fil-A.
I know. And when you were staying with me, you would, have to wake up. You wouldn't have your car, so you would drive me to work, go home, do a meeting, and then sleep for your
Sleep
next
and then
2
pick you up.
hours. Pick
the
me
next
up.
day.
Yep, federal law.
Yep. Right within the Marines. Literally, like, wow.
So sorry. So back to before my saddle ranch. 'Cause I liked educating millennials because there's a lot about LA that I've experienced in my 1 year of coming here.
Right.
That it's just baffling to me in Saddle Ranch by far. I want to do a whole episode on just what Saddle Ranch
Yeah.
is. 'Cause
Yeah,
it is
we'd be
insane.
happy to be eyewitness testimony.
Okay,
for
maybe I
that.
should film a podcast at Saddle
At
Ranch.
Saddle Ranch, yeah. Go
Cool.
full on Barstool on them.
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh, gosh, Barstool did do that, did they
Literally
not? Did they
set
not?
up giant, like,
Giant,
stage.
like
Yeah.
a whole podcast
Yeah,
studio.
it's- relax, guys.
Yeah, good. I mean, all I know about is they have really, for me, what matters most is their food portions are massive. So that's
Great
important to me.
quesadillas.
It's like
Great
Cheesecake
quesadillas.
Factory
Love.
level food portions.
Huge cotton candy.
Yeah. Oh, the cotton candy's a big
Yeah.
deal, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So sorry. So you were in Atlanta. Then you went to Saddle Ranch.
Yeah, of course, just every
Yeah.
night. No,
Yeah.
yeah. I moved. Like we both went to Auburn together. She was a year above me, but like was only a semester. Like I was only a semester behind her. Like I guess for LA, and then I moved to Atlanta. She moved to LA. I would
moved
just
out here.
come fly back and forth, kind of like how you fly to like LA. Like we're begging for you to just like pack your bags and move
Yeah, I
here.
know.
But yeah, and then we would just live it up for a month.
Oh,
and
I've
then-
been forcing him to move out here for so long, and I
Oh
finally
yeah,
made it
and now
happen.
you are,
Right.
and it's so funny to watch because you meet these people who you have a crush on, like
Right.
Noah Beck.
Yep.
Right.
Goes without
Okay, can I
saying.
talk about that? Is that
Yep.
okay?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Noah.
Amazing. How was it meeting Noah Beck?
I mean, that's like one of the most crazy parts about living here. I feel like is just like seeing these people in the flesh and just like you walk into a party and it's like normally like okay, like people from like college, like Auburn,
Yeah,
Alabama.
but here it's like,
Here it's
oh,
like
I knew this person on the
Yeah.
internet, this person. And it gets to a
A-listers,
point you can't even like,
TikTokers.
the lines are so blurred. You're like, do I actually know this person, or have I just seen them on my For You page?
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. It's like you feel like you do.
Yeah.
Like I did that when I met Noah at the same event that you met him
Yeah.
at, and your meeting was more intimate in
Yeah.
the sense of like you got to have a conversation. I went up to
So
him
innocence.
I went up to him like acting like Noah, and then I'm like, oh, he doesn't know who I am.
Yeah.
I just know
but
he
that's
is.
what's the fun part about these things is like you can literally just fuck with people and then
Yeah.
just like pretend
Because they
like,
probably think that they met you at
Yeah.
one point too.
he actually does remember because he said he told our other friends that I looked like James Corden, so he remembered me and like
Oh, and do you know that he follows him on Instagram?
He
now?
does.
No,
Yep.
yep. Because your
that made the
DM.
close friends real quick.
Can you read
That
your DM?
screenshot.
Wait, can you pull up your phone and read
Oh,
your DM?
I'm really scared.
Yeah, read the DM.
I'm sure you had to delete
We
so
can
many
cut
when
it.
you
Yeah.
called him.
Delete on my thing.
Oh man.
No, but he's like truly one of the nicest person. And I literally went up to him and I was like, "Are we not gonna get in the photo booth together, Noah?" Like, he's like, "Of course." And I'm like, "Well, yeah." Like,
I've been
that's
waiting.
not saying. Yeah.
I want to know.
Okay, first of all, when I kept meeting him, actually, October 21st, 2020, was the first time I had publicly put on my Instagram story like anything about him because he was sitting next to us. This is when I was visiting you.
At Saddle Ranch?
Yeah, this was at Catch, a little bit more exclusive.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember that because I couldn't
Yeah,
go.
he couldn't go. It was so sad. And Noah Beck was sitting right beside us at dinner. And so I put on, my story just to let him know I was there because he
Yeah,
was
just to
definitely
get
going to
some-
see
Right,
it
of
with
course.
9 million followers.
Yeah.
And then it's just the progression of, me like either seeing him and taking selfies with him at parties, doing tricks, and then our final, like our first and foremost, like photo together.
Cool. I'm gonna need you to send it to me so we can put
No,
that
of
on
course,
the
goes
channel.
without saying. And
Yeah.
then the rest are just like me sending photos of me and his assistant out, and then which is one of like
One
our
of
best
our friends.
friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Good, so you
and
know.
then also, I saw him at Coachella, and we did.
Oh,
take this
good.
Oh, you
gorgeous-
did?
Gorgeous.
You
photo.
did see him at Coachella. Good. Okay.
Connor, aka Mr. Fibula, was like, "Let me get y'all's picture," and I was like, "Connor, I've never loved you more."
Yeah, now you have it, yeah.
Because I didn't for once have to ask him
Yeah.
to go, but
Yeah.
I think we're on that level now where
Yeah.
we're just like so intimate.
He just knows anytime he runs into you, he
Sure.
knows he has to, smile.
Yeah.
Be camera ready.
He's like, oh gosh, Tristan.
Oh gosh. Here comes James
Literally.
Corden.
Every time he sees Tristan, Tristan's like phone
Well,
up.
he's
Yeah.
really like fuck, but
Yeah.
he did think I was funny last time, like
Okay.
at Coachella, or I might have been just like very drunk, but like I don't know.
He thought you were funny for sure.
Yeah.
Don't
Okay,
worry. Don't worry.
Good. Real quick, Coachella rating 1 to 10. How was it? Truly, like you had a wardrobe malfunction, like upon
Oh yeah,
entry.
and that was actually kind of comical.
Yeah.
So my romper broke within 5 minutes of being there, and we had to zip tie it together.
Because you can't go back to
Oh
wherever.
gosh, no,
it's like
exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's like
I think the whole thing is like the walking is the experience. I'd give it a 10.
Oh, a 10. Okay, wow. Because I just know, again, being who I am, being my audience is, just people working the corporate jobs at home. We just experience watching people go. And I have my entire, social media life is just watch Vanessa Hudgens, and now I get to see my friends going. And it's just like, how is it truly? But it's not.
I feel like too, like we just did Coachella. We went to like maybe 1 or 2 parties, and we like didn't really focus so much on the parties as much as like, we spent money to go to Coachella. Why are we going to try to get into parties?
like stressing about these parties.
Where we will see people that we see in LA all the time when we go out.
Yeah.
It's not like we know them, but it's like,
Got it.
So I mean, I feel like we did it right. And like Harry Styles made it a 10.
Life-changing.
With Shania Twain. And I can't.
Also,
my
I
gosh.
cannot.
I feel like Patricia's heart skipped a beat when that happened.
Yeah, how did
we
you
did.
do?
Well, so
Did you know it was going to happen?
no idea.
That he didn't like, hey, Shania Twain's coming out with me?
It was no. It's all of a sudden you heard
sent us
you.
a text before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
well,
did.
yeah, I
You
don't-
and Noah
I don't wanna
and him
say
in a
that.
group chat. Yeah.
I mean, you just hear all of a sudden the first like 3 notes of me, and I feel like
Yeah.
and it was like, oh.
What's happening?
And my boyfriend Matt is a social media person, and he was talking to fans, and he was trying to get me to talk to them. I said, hey, but I was like, babe, Shania Twain is on the screen right now.
Yeah.
With Harry Styles.
I'm sorry. Like, it's time to walk away.
Yeah,
My heart was just like,
I absolutely love you
matter.
guys to death.
love you. You're so sweet. You're
Would
so
never say a
sweet.
bad word about you.
Yeah.
But like,
But-
we have other
Shania Twain.
Right now, I'm gonna fangirl. So
Yeah, love that. Yeah.
I think
so-
it was good besides like the walking aspect
walking.
of it. Like
Yeah.
that was what really put it in for me. Like by day 2, we had learned to move forward with like Uber, no matter the cost. Like that's something you just have to eat and like work really hard to make back later.
Yeah. It's like we just know we need a budget.
Yeah.
We need a budget.
Yeah.
We need a budget for next year. Of
Oh,
course.
I will go with you guys next year.
It was
Good.
so
Still
fun.
have
You
it's
have to.
fun.
Yeah,
You
I
have
want
to
to.
experience
I want
it.
to go.
It's very rare that I find time in my day to take care of myself, just with work and the things I have to do after work that I'm constantly go. And that's why I started taking AG1. So actually, I started taking AG1 because I was not having the wherewithal to ingest my daily nutrients and make sure that my body is performing at its best, which it needs to in order to stay focused and stay alert throughout the day. So what is this stuff? With 1 delicious scoop of AG1, you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, whole food superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens, as well as minerals to help you start your day right. This blend of ingredients supports your gut health, your nervous system, immune system, and so much more. I personally take it in the morning first thing, so I don't forget about it. It makes me feel really good afterwards, just knowing that I am starting my day right by taking the things that my body needs. It actually tastes very good as well, citrusy, and something that is very easy to drink. It's just one drink you take in the morning, so you're investing in an all-in-one nutritional insurance for yourself. Right now, it's time to reclaim your health and arm your immune system with convenient daily nutrition. It's just 1 scoop in a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. So to make it easy, Athletic Greens is going to get you started with a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D, which is really important, and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. I love taking this while I'm traveling. It's so easy. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/millennial. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/MILLENNIAL to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance.
Speaking of your boyfriend, I just am curious because I'm always interested to see how people, I know this is a trend on the internet of like, oh, here's my boyfriend now, but here was my celebrity crush growing up. Who was your celebrity crush growing up?
Oh, I loved Aaron Carter and Jesse McCartney when I was like little.
They're synonymous.
And then,
Yeah.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I loved Nick Jonas.
Oh, okay. A Joe bro.
I mean, I was a Harry Styles fan since I was like 16.
Okay.
But then also like Austin Butler from the Carrie Diaries.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
talked about that the other day.
Okay.
So I don't know. I feel like,
And-
but I feel like there was a trend with blondes.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of
Yeah.
blondes in there. And Austin Butler's now Elvis. in the new
Yes.
Elvis
Oh.
movie,
Oh,
Black
we can't
Woman.
Have you
wait
seen
for
the
that.
trailer?
Yeah, I did. It was insane.
so-
And it's Baz Luhrmann too, which is
Yeah.
just so different. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like every time we come home now, it's like a ritual where Patricia's like, okay, we're going to be
Everyone
sitting
has to
in
sit
the
down
couch
and watch this?
and we are
Yeah.
going to be watching the Elvis new trailer.
And for you, it's the Mary Gilbo audition from American Idol.
Exactly.
And we love Mary Gilbo.
It is
we
a
love Mary
series
Gilbo.
of American Idol auditions.
Yeah.
I'm also a fan of Golden Buzzer videos from X Factor.
Or AGT or Expected.
America's Got Talent. Yeah, maybe
Okay.
one of them. I don't know.
Sure.
They all run together. Golden Buzzer, regardless, when they hit the Golden Buzzer, because they have done just a phenomenal job.
Do you
And-
cry?
Oh my God, yeah. Like
Okay.
tears sobbing, like full, like, yeah.
I gotta watch this with you. I haven't watched it yet.
Niagara Falls from my eyes.
Okay.
So, yeah.
How often do you cry?
I cry a lot. I
Okay.
like, but like sometimes it's more for fun. It's not rather because like it feels so good to cry, whether you're like happy, sad, like regardless of the situation. Like I do kind of like to make myself cry.
Okay.
I also like listening if I am sad, which is like sometimes I do get sad, anxiety, etc. I'll do "Breakaway" by Kelly Clarkson and "Drive Down Sunset" and just
She'll pull you out of anything.
via Waterworks.
Yeah.
for
Kelly
my
Clarkson.
eyes.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of listening to sadder songs when I'm sad.
When you're sad, absolutely.
Yeah, to make me even more depressed.
And then, but the happy tears too, like when you look around, kind of like, say, for instance, like you're at Griffith Observatory in LA, you're at the top of the hill, you put on like a little sad, kind of like you've made it kind of, so it feels kind of like you're a little movie character. In
Oh,
a
great.
sense.
Okay.
And you look around, like it's like a small tear that comes from your eye rather
Main
than
character
like,
moment.
yes.
obviously.
What is your main character song? Is it Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson?
Honestly. Oh, okay. So this is actually when I first came to LA. I think this is the first time for spring break in college with like 7 of my girlfriends. We went to the Late Late Show with James Corden, and that was the first time I got to. James literally interviewed me on the show. And
Can you explain?
It was insane. I know.
This is a story. I need you to explain.
Yeah.
what
So we
happened.
literally like James interviewed me, and I remember in the crowd when the hype man, he was like, because there's a hype man at all these shows, making sure like your energy is up. They were playing "Don't Stop Me Now"
from Queen.
Yes, and like having such a good time, having a ball. I feel like that is kind of like a moment where, and then we got in our Uber and we were like fucking with the Uber driver, literally saying like showing him my video on the thing, like how we're the celebrities.
Yeah, it's like James.
Yeah,
Corden
you're in like
interview.
an Uber, like
Yeah, it was like
Uber.
a minivan.
Yeah, it was like one of those. It's like 2 seats are gone. The
Yeah.
two middle seat. You're
It's like celebrity, and you're getting an Uber X. All right.
What happened at James Corden though?
It was nuts. It was we played a game that was called None of the Above, and you kind of have to pick what happens next in the like the bit or whatever it is, or the interview or whatever. And then I did get it right, and I literally like the video is so awkward. It's not on YouTube
I know. I
anymore.
want you to explain the video.
It's so uncomfortable. It's on my Instagram right now. Like maybe I'll need to delete it, but I think
absolutely not.
Yeah,
It's
no,
all
no,
about
it's
growth,
great.
man.
It's good.
Yeah.
It is all about growth. Yeah.
so like uncomfortable like when I was like doing it. Like I wasn't uncomfortable, I was just nervous and I did not even know what to say. Like normally I could talk to a brick wall and like make it the best conversation ever, but like in that point I did not know what to say because I was so shell shocked that I was talking to James Corden. He's like a foot away from, like inches away from my face.
Yeah.
And then like we also like the producers came over and they were like, yeah, we picked like you in the crowd because like you look literally like his like son or like brother or cousin or something. And I was like, that works.
Thank you for telling me that.
Yeah, thank you for telling me that.
I did see James Corden in the porta potty line at Coachella.
He went to Coachella.
Yeah, for Harry, it was Harry Styles night, and I was
Oh,
like,
they're friends.
I'm like,
right?
okay, stars are just like us. Obviously, he has to use
porta
a
potty.
restroom, but he's using a porta potty. I was like,
porta-
that
Not
is the
even
weirdest
air-conditioned
thing.
porta potty.
Yeah, he was
So-
using like the regular porta potty. I was like, this is
No, thank you.
this
I did
is
not get
an
to see
alternate
him. I was so
universe.
sad.
Hey, it's good to see you again. Wait, didn't he ask you like how many days are you here for? And what-
Yeah,
and
I'm
what did you
sorry.
say?
He asked me, how many days are you here for? And I was like, I repeated the question. 'cause
Yeah.
That was my thing at the time.
Oh, how
And I
many
was
days?
like, how long I'm here for is Monday to Friday. And I was like, why did I just like, I don't, like, I should have just said I'm here. Well, I did say I'm here for spring break. It's like so cringe.
That's me.
I gotta watch it
That's
again.
me.
Yeah.
It's not me meeting a celebrity, just me meeting anyone.
Yeah.
That's how I am. Anyone
I
who is
totally- I forget what to say.
remote, and everyone's intimidating to me when I first meet them, but anyone remotely intimidating to me, I will act like that.
Hey,
where it's
what
like,
were your first thoughts of meeting us?
Yeah,
Sorry.
we're at the Cameo House.
We're used to like doing our podcast now, so like we're I
Yeah,
feel like
and then-
I'm in an interview.
I'll come on your
Gotcha.
podcast next time I come. Gotcha. You pull out your mics, throw these mics away.
Welcome to Grit Stick Lamb.
Welcome to Grit Stick Lamb. All of a sudden, there's noises coming. What was my first experience? Was it at the Cameo?
It was a Cameo Thanksgiving
Yes,
party,
when
right?
we met. Like
No.
I went
Erica
up
and
to,
Scott.
You knew
Oh
someone
yeah,
in the
yep.
group. Yeah.
It was a bunch of us were in town, so it was just like a whirlwind because I saw Matt first, and I loved Matt
Really?
from Vine, and I freaked out, and I was so I don't know if I should tell you this.
Yes, this is funny. This is funny.
No,
I
I told him I called him the wrong last name over
dear
and over
heavens.
because I in my head I knew it was Matt King, but I had a friend that I was talking to earlier that his name's Matt Kennedy, and so Matt Kennedy.
Wait, that's so good.
And I'm like, oh, God,
Honestly,
this guy
humble him.
hates me. I'm like, oh man, of course. And then we all hung out and.
We continually hang out. So
And
it's
now we
fun.
continue, and you guys have been great friends as I transition.
I guess
into
we
my
aren't
family.
intimidating people.
Yeah, no.
And we weren't, you know.
I knew you like from the internet, obviously, and then I was so happy to like meet you actually. But I remember going up to like seeing Erica because you were talking to someone in the group, and I was like, I gotta like beeline over to there, like over to Erica, and like just tell her I absolutely love her, would die for her, take a bullet.
Yeah.
And it's funny now, like she's become like in her, you know, when she comes in town, like good to see her. We hung out with her at Coachella. Like literally, she was by our side the entire weekend. Like
She was my first guest on the podcast. Her and Scott.
her and Scott, yeah.
They're the
so
best.
There, I mean, I would never
go
say a
listen to
bad
the
word
episode
about them.
the other
They're
day.
the best people in the entire world.
The most loyal humans. And it's good to find
We're
loyal
just
good
funny.
people.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's, and no, if you guys have been different, but I've run into a lot of people in LA specifically, and it's just been really difficult, you know, mentally coming here for work. And you kind of get the vibe of it wasn't until you guys that I genuinely met people who like I could tell wanted to be friends with me. It was more
Right.
just like, yeah, we'll be friends. But then also,
What are you
it's
going to
like,
do for me?
Yeah,
Transactional
yeah, exactly.
purposes.
And it's like that. Now I'm just at a point where it's like, no, I just like want to make friends.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I feel like
Well,
I've done a good job of like, when I first moved out here, I was always friends with like people that I interned with like 2 years prior, but it was all people from like the South
Yeah.
or just like normal working people. And then we've kind of
Yeah.
come up with a group that's just like,
Yeah.
It's like a mix of like
creators and workers.
9-to-5 job people.
yeah, and just like good people.
Yeah.
Like, and it makes a difference of how you perceive LA, I think. Because
Truly.
I think if you don't have that kind of crew, you're not going to make it or you're
Yeah.
not going to like it.
Well, it's
Like,
good now. Like we are like going on your podcast, so like we never have to talk to you again because we've already.
Yeah, we already
Yeah.
did.
Okay. Thank
Bye,
you.
we're
Yeah. you
Love
take
you.
all of this and just like kind of like,
Bye, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm taking the phone.
Just like so many millennials out there, the past couple of years, I decided to start my own business. And in order to do so, in today's day and age, you need to have a website, right? So people can see what you're about, who you are, your company's info, even your social media. And that's where Squarespace came right into my life. So Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online, which you can stand out with a beautiful website, engage the audience, and sell anything, your products, the content you create, and even your time. And I love Squarespace because it is so user-friendly. Believe it or not, I am not that great at technology, and Squarespace makes it really easy for me to create a beautiful website that makes me look and feel professional. A couple things that I love about Squarespace is, first of all, the video studio. It's amazing. They actually have the Squarespace Video Studio app where you can make and share engaging videos to tell your story, grow your audience, and drive sales. We all know that I make videos for the internet, and it's been a really good spot to translate that as well. Social media is really important also, so you can display posts from your social profiles right onto your website so people can follow you there. Social media is a great marketing tool, so in order to grow your business, you hopefully are using social media, and it will automatically push website content to your favorite social media channels so your followers can share it too. And most importantly for me is the analytics, so you can see where your sales are coming from, what you might need to be doing to drive further sales, what's most effective with what you're currently doing, and you can improve your website to build a marketing strategy based on your top keywords or most popular products and content so you feel like an SEO baddie. I, again, love Squarespace for what is done for me to help grow my business, and I would love for you to grow your business as well. So check out squarespace.com/Rod for a free trial. When you're ready to launch, use offer code ROD to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And again, that is squarespace.com/Rod, ROD, and use code ROD at checkout to save 10% off the purchase of your first website or domain.
I do want to ask you guys something because you guys are very social people, and I feel like, and you guys, you don't throw parties, but you are hosts, and like you, I don't know if it's Southern hospitality that naturally just comes out, but it seems like you guys just have a revolving door of people that come over whenever. But like one thing we do talk about on this podcast is, you know, mental health, and that's something that I do like to talk about. So I guess like what's one thing that like someone you meet right away that they're like, we talked about like meeting someone, you know, and first impressions are everything. You guys have great first impression, but like what's one anxiety you guys have about meeting new people?
I have something. I can go. If you want to
You can go.
Okay. I mean, I like am very social, outgoing person. I love to meet like everyone in the room, make sure everyone's having fun. but I also like kind of acknowledge sometimes my personality is like, I talked a little bit about this on TK's podcast. Like I'm very sarcastic all the time. So it might come across to some people that I'm like being an absolute bitch, but like, I'm like at the end of the day, like then it's going to haunt me. Like when like if I think anyone's had a bad interaction with me, like it's going to like ruin my night or like something says like, I just think about moments over and over again. And I'm like, that person probably literally forgot that they even like talked to me.
Yeah, like you think about it more than they do.
Yeah.
I would say I can be kind of shy when I meet people and be kind of quiet. And also I think Matt's like very outgoing that like I can be shy sometimes and then I get scared. I probably did not say a word to them other than hi. And they probably also, in retrospect to you, like also think I'm a bitch. And I'm like, well, you know what?
Yeah.
Some of them stuck around and they got to know that it takes a while for me to like warm up sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think that's also a way to like guard yourself too, in a sense of like not wanting to be so open and so free to every single person you know or you meet. And
I think first impressions are definitely important, but I also think there's boundaries in it as well. And you just at the end of the day have to put yourself first, you know.
Yeah.
And if you're especially with new, like if you're meeting new people, but you had a really shitty day, it's like you can even say that. It's like, hey, sorry, I just have had a really shitty day. I need to leave, or you like, or
I sometimes like text people at the end of a night and I'm like, I'm so sorry. Like I literally have my brain is dead. Like I love you, but like I'm just not at 100% capacity, like mental wise right now. And I'm gonna need a couple days to like recharge.
Yeah, exactly. What was one event that I forced you to go to was the Lewis Tomlinson.
Oh my God.
And you were just struggling.
Y'all came and had Taco Bell that night.
Yeah, but I was like, I needed you to go with because I didn't have anyone. And you were like, I said, how you feeling today? You're like, well, I'm absolutely on death's front door right now.
I'm knocking on death's front door.
What are we doing that? We had something every single night.
You guys, I feel like you guys have a party bus every weekend.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus.
Oh, sorry, hot topic.
Yeah,
party
no,
bus.
it's no.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Patricia just went on Nick Biles' podcast and talk about party buses. So.
I can't wait to find the footage of Matt walking all around a party bus.
Dancing on the party bus.
Because he says party buses are dangerous. And he sits on them. Anyways. But we literally have been on party buses every single weekend.
It's been a lot.
I've never been on one in my life.
You're kidding.
You guys, I wasn't social. I wasn't social until this past year. Like when I really started hanging out with you guys, like when I started hanging out in groups of people.
I love it.
Yeah, so you guys are like seeing like what you guys see. This isn't like, oh, this is how Rod is. It's like this is Rod finding out how he is.
This is our best team.
Good. I'm glad we're there for the journey.
I love it.
You're learning.
It's so fun. Yeah, I know. I love like our relationship has just like grown from like the first like time we met to like now like look where we are is so fun and cool.
You guys are so great.
Oh, we did go to Saddle Ranch together.
And
I stole your purse accidentally.
My purse, my wallet.
your little.
Oh yeah, my little purse. And then
because you put it on me.
And do you know why you held it? It's because I was riding the bull.
Oh, that's it. I did. You were
proceed with riding the bull.
I need imagery of you on the bull.
Yeah,
I think I recorded it for you on your phone, maybe.
Maybe. And that phone's gone. So shoot.
Ooh, it just got burned out.
It just got burned out. Okay, so I have a question before we finish up here.
Okay.
I like to ask, just a lot of nostalgia coming back, a lot of reboots, a lot of fashion trends coming back. What is one trend you've seen re-enter the scene that you're like, absolutely not, this cannot come back?
Low-rise jeans.
I was literally thinking the same exact thing. It's disgusting.
Like, I could not do that.
I think it's because I think it's disgusting because I imagine myself in low-rise jeans.
Same. I'm imagining myself right now. I have on high-waist jeans and I feel like my stomach like over. And I'm like, if I had low-rise jeans on, that's like so uncomfortable. That and skinny eyebrows.
Oh, those are coming back big right now.
And I'm like, people told you 20 years ago, do not do this.
Right.
And you're doing it again.
And then it's there forever.
Yeah.
Right? That's what happens with skinny eyebrows.
Well, it takes a while to get them back to like,
it
takes a while to get back to where it is.
Should we get tattooed eyebrows?
I kind of want them, yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I really want my eyebrows. You can't really see when I wear glasses, but they're so light.
Yeah.
They're like
you
blonde almost. Like I enjoy dyeing my eyebrows sometimes. But
okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Low-rise jeans because like that is also my stomach doesn't really work with like low-rise jeans at all or high-rise jeans. Yeah. So I think mine are already low via my torso being like so oddly shaped. Yeah. But yeah, I've been really into bandanas lately. It's like something that I like. And I feel like that's kind of like, I mean, that's kind of something that's kind of stayed on, but like,
sure.
Yeah.
And I
Especially
do like
festivals.
the Y2K fashion, but I think it's become such a trend.
Like Caroline
That it's, like,
Ricci,
not-
though, like when
she kills it.
murders
Is it Rich Caroline? Is that what
Rich
it's called?
Caroline,
Yeah,
yes.
she's a creator for
I
those
mean,
listening who don't know who she is.
She's amazing. Could not say enough good things about her. Like,
And she like pulls the style off so
Yeah.
well, but I think some people have gotten to where it's like, oh, let's go to Shein and get the
Yeah, it's fast fashion.
fast
now.
fashion
Yeah,
of that, and it's
yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
not your best
exactly.
look, babe.
Yeah. Exactly. I think for me too is really hard to watch Abercrombie come back, especially with like this documentary.
documentary
Yeah.
coming up.
I haven't watched it yet, but I was like bullied walking into an Abercrombie. Like I walked into Abercrombie one time and someone told me to leave the second I stepped in. Because
God.
they're like, we don't have anything for you here. And I was like,
Oh my God, I would
yeah.
have.
And so that's why whenever I go shopping, I'm like, my body dysmorphia is like terrible, you know? 'cause
Right.
it's-
yeah, it's because of the
Yeah. It's like those things stick with you.
I mean, I will gladly start a hate campaign against Abercrombie for you.
Well, I just
Because
did
if that
I
happened
did
to me,
it.
I would literally just like full sob,
Yeah.
and I would just like push over the mannequin and the shirtless models outside of
You're gonna like do like busting the
You
windows.
give him a hug
Yep.
first and then push him over.
Bust your windows to your car,
Bust your windows to the
Mercedes and
car.
Kurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fully version.
take a selfie with him first
Yeah.
and then do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take a selfie and
for the content.
Yeah, for the content. Exactly. Cool. Before we go, I like to ask my guests, what is something that you want to ask the Magic 8 Ball for your summer 2022?
Summer. You go first. I'm nervous.
I wanted to ask something about Grits to Glam, but I don't know.
Okay, do it.
Will Grits to Glam reach 5,000 subscribers on YouTube? That is
Okay.
a very
That's a very good.
that is a very
Yes, definitely.
You're kidding. Are you making
yes.
it up?
Oh, it moved, but it said yes, definitely.
Okay.
No, yeah, it moved it.
It's
on
like
no right
definitely
now.
not.
It says absolutely not, never, ever.
Can I ask a question about me?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool.
I want you to ask about you.
Okay, amazing. Okay,
Oh, I'm
mine's
sorry, I
gonna
can ask
be.
about myself.
Will I? Yeah, you need to ask one too. Will I go on a talk show like on TV?
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite talk show?
I mean, I would really love to go on a late night show, like or either like the Drew Barrymore show, Kelly Clarkson, James
Barrymore.
Corden, like those kind of vibes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
I just want to say, and I'm not flexing on this, but like meeting Drew Barrymore as a human
Oh my
and
God.
just
I bet
watching
you-
it's how A+ list she is, not even just A list, and so approachable
That's
was just
really
wild
cool.
to me.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
She's
It
so
was
fun.
like that, and for people out there listening, it's just like celebrities are real people too. I understand that, but it was just like to meet someone that like you've watched, like, and my mom watched from day
Yeah,
one.
she's
It's
been
like-
there since day. Like I feel
Yeah,
like she
and she has just was it complete, no pun intended with Charlie's Angels, but an angel in real life. Like she's
Yeah.
just so cool to me. It is decidedly so.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, I gotta think about this.
So that means like yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it means possibly.
Okay, we'll like put a
It
pin
seems a
in
little iffy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, we'll shoot for
Oh,
more.
Yeah,
I gotta
yeah,
think.
Super
I gotta
Bowl.
think. I'm thinking.
This is like when you're at work.
This is like really difficult.
Do you ever have it at work when they're like, "What's an icebreaker? What's a fun fact?" And you're like,
Yeah.
you know 8 fun facts about yourself if you were just like on walking, talking to yourself. But then when someone puts you on the spot like that, like,
Nope.
Yeah, that's me right now.
Or
I'm
like,
trying to think,
what's your favorite movie? It's like, I have seen so many movies and I love so many, but I can't think of a name of a single one. you know?
Right. I actually have another while you think again.
Okay.
Will I try a Dunkaroo right now?
Oh,
and
okay.
The answer is already decided at this time, so I just needed to confirm via that.
This is his first time ever trying a Dunkaroo.
First time. I'm so excited.
It is decidedly so.
Okay, great. I was expecting like a
Wait, I want to see this reaction. So for those listening,
Dunkaroo.
Tristan is trying a
little
Dunkaroo.
ASMR.
I want to do Millennial ASMR with like pop rocks, you know, like.
Wait, I'm so excited.
Good.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Have you never had one?
No.
No.
Oh, Patricia, you said you were gonna eat some.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go.
Should I ask something that's like kind of like? I just think it's be funny to ask.
Yeah, of
because
course.
I feel like that could happen this summer, but
Yeah.
now I don't want to get people's hopes up
What is it?
or scare people. Will I be engaged this summer?
Oh! Should we move to this year? We'll do summer.
I'm doing summer.
Oh, nervous.
I'm hoping it's saying no.
Outlook not so good.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Sorry, Matt.
Sorry, Matt. Matt, don't blame me. It's not my fault, Matt.
Oh my God.
You can go at Nick Vile and talk about it.
Oh, yeah. That was the only thing I could think of.
That's good. And it's good. That is a good question. We love honesty here.
Mm-hmm.
We're all about honesty.
I'm trying to be more vulnerable.
Okay, good. That's really good for podcasting. I'm new to this too, so who's to say? But great. Well, you guys, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us on. This is fun.
I hope you guys had a good time.
I had a boss. I want to come here every single week.
Okay, sounds good.
And then you'll be on ours next time.
I bothered everyone in the studio already.
No,
I feel like I'm talking to so many people.
Tristan was in there just walking around.
Tristan goes, "Where's the bathroom?" to the girl at the front desk, and she goes, "Oh, it's over there." And he goes, "Okay, thanks, love you." And she genuinely went, "I love you too." Like,
walking out, I was like,
Literally obsessed.
yeah.
Someone who can like tell me where the bathroom is. I'm like, thank you.
And why not?
I love you.
We're getting
I love
married.
you.
Like, what do you want me to say?
Are you surprised in the slightest?
Nope, not at all.
Great. Okay, so check out Grits to Glam, and I'll put your guys' socials on. But it's
Thank you.
Can you guys give us your socials? Because I know your name.
Patricia E. Flach on Instagram.
Okay, great.
And Tristan_Watson.
Okay.
It's going to be TRISTAN_WATSON, of course.
He's really priding himself on
Yeah.
spelling his things out. You've been really good at it.
Oh, good. Okay, and
Like,
to be on
Grits
top
to
of-
Glam.
Grits to Glam, like grits, like the food.
Grits
is in
like the food.
Do you guys like grits?
Yes.
I love grits. Cheese grits.
Cheese
Tried.
grits.
I've really tried, especially with shrimp. I've tried and I can't do it.
I will make you grits
Okay, sounds good.
when
Next
you come
time.
on our
Whatever.
podcast.
Yeah.
We'll do that. It's
Yes.
like fondue for
Ooh,
two.
it'd be like in Haley Bieber's thing where she does stuff in her bathroom. We'll make grits with you.
I was
We'll make
thinking
grits for you.
fondue for two from Glee.
Fondue for two.
Yeah, exactly.
Good one.
Exactly. I'll bring Heather Morris with me.
Oh,
Oh,
please.
perfect.
Great.
Got
Awesome.
it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning into Millennial Made. If there's any questions about being from the South, comment below. Like and subscribe as well if you're listening. Thank you so much for listening, and make sure to give a review. And I take all feedback seriously, so we'd love to hear how you guys want the podcast to sound as listeners. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank
and
you.
Can't wait to have you back.
Love you.
Thank you. We love you.
That was so
That was so fun.